You've probably heard about the alleged launch of Tesla's revolutionary Model Pi phone. Tech fans are on the edge as the tech rumor mill is awash with Pi talk. And while its launch would compete with all of the other smartphones in the market, one thing is for sure, it will go head-to-head with the iPhone. In this video, let's talk about how two giants in their own right will fare when put up against each other. In 2021, tech giant Apple was able to hit a valuation of $3 trillion after it closed the last fiscal year with a 33% revenue growth to $365.8 billion, just because of the clamor for 5G iPhone upgrades. With a loyal fan base, there is no question that Apple is getting more than just a few things right with its annual updates on its iPhone technology. But what would happen if another player were to join the smartphone game and decide that it wants a piece of that lucrative pie? And what if that player were to be backed by one of the wealthiest, most influential men in the world with infinite resources at his disposal? Elon Musk is known to be the man with the golden touch. Everything he takes on somehow succeeds. He has an unrivaled array of accomplishments under his belt. His company, Tesla, now sells the most number of electric vehicles in the world, with his 2021 revenues at $53.8 billion. His other company, SpaceX, has become the first private company to successfully launch, orbit, and recover a spacecraft. It's also the first private company to send a spacecraft to the International Space Station, among its many other achievements. Time magazine has also named Musk as 2021's Person of the Year. At 50 years old, he's the first person in the world ever to have a net worth of over $300 billion. Suffice it to say that a multitude of fans across the globe are drawn to this visionary of a man. And before we begin the comparison of the iPhone and Tesla's Model Pi, let me acknowledge that it's also been heard through the grapevine that the Cupertino-based Apple is working on its very own electric car. What's not a rumor, however, is that before its glory days, Musk had actually tried to sell Tesla to Apple for a fraction of its current market value, but that Tim Cook refused to meet with him. And although Tim Cook denies ever hearing from Musk about a meeting request, it's no doubt that if Apple and Tesla create similar products, competition would be steep. If Tesla's Model Pi phone comes to fruition, how would it compare to Apple's iPhone 14 to be exact? It is a known fact that Apple does not manufacture the phones in-house. They merely design and test the phones in the US. They have contractors and partners across the globe who help them manufacture all of the parts that make up the iPhone, including its screens, chips, camera lenses, and so on. Its displays are mainly made in Japan by Japan Display and Sharp. Its Touch ID sensor is made in Taiwan by TSMC and Syntec. Its accelerometer is made by German company Bosch. Some of its batteries have even been made by its competitor, South Korean company Samsung, and assembly is done by Taiwan-based Foxconn and Pegatron. On the other hand, Tesla has a tradition of manufacturing and building all of its own products. If it were to do this for the Model Pi phone as well, it would build its own factories. These would be gravely different from EV plants, however, so who knows? Musk might decide to contract a few of the first few batches out to start. Based on concepts being speculated upon, the cameras for both the iPhone 14 and Tesla Model Pi would be quite similar. We've seen that the iPhone 13 Pro has 3 lenses at the back, while the Tesla Model Pi has been shown to have 4 lenses. Excellent photos can be expected for both phones, but it is again speculated that the Tesla Model Pi would also be able to perform better. For instance, low-light photos taken in the dark will be possible without a long exposure, meaning you can take photos at night, shoot the night sky, and still get excellent quality photos. Separate lenses will be used to capture photos and videos as well. Through the iPhone, Apple has made the notched screen a thing. The front camera is housed here and it's getting thinner with each new model released. For example, compared to the iPhone 12, the iPhone 13's notch has slimmed down by 20%. However, despite its smaller size, there still has been plenty of user complaints about the notch and how it just takes up too much screen space while not doing anything for the phone's overall aesthetic. On the other hand, the Model Pi is designed without a notch, allowing for a continuous screen and an unbelievably sleek aesthetic. To do this, Tesla has put the camera under the screen and out of the way until it's needed. Speaking of under the screen, that's also where the Pi phone has incorporated its finger scanner, and this ingenious design allows users to unlock the phone by simply placing a finger on one part of the screen. Another difference between the two phones is that while the iPhone has a matte glass finish that looks good, it is prone to cracking and does so easily when accidentally dropped. This is why many an iPhone user slaps a case on upon the unboxing of a new phone. The case would still have the Apple logo at the back, which is similar to Tesla's Pi phone case, which would also have a logo at the back. The only difference is that the Pi phone developers have created a photochromic coating that will shimmer with various pigments under the influence of sunlight. When it comes to how the phones will be powered up, the iPhone charges either wirelessly or through a port. There have been many complaints about how charging isn't fast enough, especially versus other flagship phones. And while we still don't know if the Pi phone will have wireless charging capabilities, solar panels have been embedded into the phone so that you can charge it with the energy from the sun without needing to wait for an electric socket. This, of course, comes to an advantage to Tesla as it has its own solar panel production facility. When it comes to its processor, there is no question that the iPhone continues to improve and upgrade its processing power with each new model that it releases. The newest model has an A15 Bionic chip, which Apple says is 50% faster than other models in the market. And while we still can't say for sure what type of processor the Pi phone will be using, one thing is for certain: it will be powerful enough to mine cryptocurrency. Musk's vision is for man to inhabit the planet Mars, and it is no doubt that this vision would include the use of the Pi phone as a means for trade and commerce, for business transaction, and essentially to be used as a wallet whether on planet Earth or in Mars. Another reason why the Pi phone would need a powerful processor is because it will be using the Neuralink technology, which is another one of Musk's companies. It's trying to advance humans with basically a chip in the brain. Through Neuralink, the Pi phone will have a brain-to-phone interface to connect humans and computers. And this technology is said to correct various health issues and also help people with disabilities, including problems with the brain and the spine. Finally, the Pi phone is also expected to be equipped with satellite connectivity capabilities and be able to connect with Tesla's Starlink satellite service for lightning-speed internet. Also in connection with this, rumor has it that you might not need a SIM card to work the Pi phone. It will also be closely integrated with Tesla vehicles and other products including solar panels, home batteries, and energy solutions. If there's one thing about Elon Musk, it's that he's an industry disruptor. He's a fearless visionary who continues to shake everything up. And while no launch date has been revealed, nor official announcement has been made for his Pi phone, every indication points to the fact that we might have a new brand of smartphones in the very near future. Do you think the Pi phones will have what it takes and be able to compete against the iPhone? Leave us a comment below to let us know, and we'll see you again on the next video.